say if I told you 3.5 million children in the UK live below the poverty line? How would you feel if I told you 1 in 5 families in the UK struggle to feed their children? Children in the UK live in one of the most affluent societies and therefore should be considered some of the healthiest children in the world. Yet, over 500,000 of these children live in families that can't afford to feed them properly. My mum was one of these children. She went to bed hungry and sometimes at Christmas was told that Santa didn't even have time to visit. I'll be honest in saying there is a particular reason why I've chosen to talk about this today. And that is, for 3 years now, I have become involved with an incredible project called Operation Christmas Child, where I pack shoeboxes full of gifts to send to poor children. Through Operation Christmas Child, I really have become exposed to the realities of children living in poverty. For example, watching the reaction of a 10-year-old boy in Swaziland open his shoebox and then start crying because he couldn't believe he had his own green ruler. Don't you think it's funny that a ruler isn't even considered a gift in our society? Hillary Clinton once said that there is no other group that is so totally dependent for its well-being on choices made by others. 2 days ago, I watched a program called 10 Years Old and Living in Poverty, where I discovered the story of a young girl named Anaya who had her birthday over a month ago and was yet to receive a birthday present because her mum couldn't afford to buy her one. And it was hard to listen to the fear in her voice as she told the TV crew that sometimes her mum would be so upset she could hear her crying through the walls. The harsh reality of it is that there could be someone sitting in this very room whose parents couldn't afford to give them a decent meal last night. Would you know who it is? And ask yourself, if you did, could you help? It's much easier to pretend poverty doesn't exist rather than work to eradicate it, something I believe is very much possible. We're in 2015 now, and children are still going to bed hungry. Why are we letting history repeat itself? If there's anything you can take from my speech, I want you to remember what I'm about to say. When you go home and you look in your fridge and you see food and you've got clothes on your back, you have a safe place to sleep and a roof over your head, know that you are currently richer than 75% of the entire world. I'm going to sum up with something I read recently, and that is, what if the cure for cancer is trapped inside the mind of somebody that can't even afford an education? And that is why I feel child poverty needs more recognition. How are you going to help?